What's going on, Animal Crossing fans? My name is Blaze, and today I want to talk a little bit more about Animal Crossing New Horizons, of course, because it's been the only thing I've been able to think about for the last, week and a half now, week now. Um, I took a look at the map, and I was kind of wondering, how big of a map were we going to get? And I think that's been kind of called into question a little bit, is how big is this map? Let me show you a picture of the map to give you some idea and perspective here. So this is what we're looking at for the map of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Of course, I'm willing to bet your map will look different than this when you finally get your game, because I don't think it's going to be a carbon copy of this map. Every Animal Crossing game has thrived on having a unique map, a map that's built from scratch and random for everybody. So I'm willing to bet that's what we're going to get in the in New Horizons when it does finally come out. But one thing I wanted to talk about today is how big is this map? I did come across an image that kind of puts it into perspective for us and gives us an idea on what we can expect from the size of this map. So take this with a grain of salt, but also keep in mind that I didn't make this image. I am trusting the math on this, and the math seems a little off too. So I don't want to say it's 100% accurate, but I can't necessarily say that it's wrong either. It gets us kind of in the ballpark of where we need to be regarding this map. So before I show the image and show what I'm talking about, I wanted to kind of put that out there. I didn't make this image, but if you did make this image, or you know who the person that did, please let me know. I want to put the credit in the comments or in the description of this video. But without further ado, let me explain what they did. So they took the section right here of Tom Nook's little dirt patchy area, and they kind of calculated how many tiles would be in this area. Going horizontally and then going vertically as well. So horizontally, they discovered that there's 11 tiles going, east to west or horizontally. So 11 tiles across, and then going north and south, there are 8 tiles. So 11 times 8 is 88. 88 tiles make up this patch right here. That's pretty big, I think. And if you look at Tom Nook's large patchy area, that sounded weird, but if you look at that area in the game, you can kind of see it. There's probably going to be 88 tiles in that square. Now you have to assume that Tom Nook's shop is not going to be there, because if you move this tile and kind of try to gauge where it is, like, Tom Nook's not going to have his shop in every single space on this map. So what the people actually did on this is they cut this out and they pasted it all over the map to kind of give you an idea of how many of this little section will fit on this map. Like I said before, as long as you're doing that, you can't assume that Tom Nook's shop is going to be in every one of those tiles. So you can't really account for anything else. The 11 times 8 is 88, and that's kind of what we're getting here. So that's what they did. So they discovered that 9 of these dirt patches will fit from up here at the top all the way down to down here at the bottom. And maybe there's some leeway for what's over here, but we're not going to count that for now. So up here at the top all the way to the bottom, that's 9. Also from the top or the bottom all the way across is another 9. So square footage rules apply here, square meters, whatever you want to call it. 9 times 9 is 99. So 99 of Tom Nook's little patchy area will fit in this map. And that's what we get here. Is I'll show you what I'm talking about here. This is what I was looking at, the image that I saw. Now, for some reason, they do 99 times 72. I don't know why. I looked and tried to find out why it's 72, but I could not figure out this math. Even if I took out the 6 spots that Tom Nook's shop occupies, that doesn't account for the 16 tiles that are missing on this calculation per tile. So or per patch. So I don't understand what the 72 is. Maybe you get it, or maybe you've read the article or you've read the post where this comes from. I couldn't find it. I tried, and I'm sorry, but we'll go with their math for now. 99 times 72 is 7,128 tiles. To put that into perspective, Wild World was the smallest town at 4,096 tiles. New Leaf was the second smallest at 5,120 tiles, and City Folk was the second largest at 6,400 tiles, which I liked City Folk. City Folk was cool as far as the size of the map. But the N64 and GameCube game had 7,680 tiles. So even on the low end, with the low end 72 tiles per patch, we're looking at 7,128, which gives us a grand, very, very close to the way that the N64 and the GameCube were. That's cool. I like that. I can deal with that. But if we go by the math I was looking at before and multiply it by 88, just to give us kind of an idea of maybe a range of space that you'll have to work with, 99 times 88 ends up being 8,712 tiles. So that's way more. That's almost 1,000 more tiles that you'll have to work with if that math is correct. Again, I have to stress that I don't know where they got the 72. Just based on the measurements on your screen right now, 11 times 8 is 88. So I don't know where they got 72. But that's what we're looking at. I think that is a decent, like, kind of take it with a grain of salt kind of a thing, but I think this is a decent indication of how big this map is going to be. And I, for one, am extremely excited to jump in and just start getting, collecting my materials, crafting new items, making this town my own. And if it is as big as I think it's going to be, that's just mind blowing. I honestly can't wait until New Horizons come out. So, again, let me know what you think in the comments below. If this makes sense, if this kind of is what you were thinking. Maybe you thought it looked smaller. I know I read a lot of posts from people who thought the map looked really small. And watching Kyogoku play it at the treehouse, she didn't explore very much of the map. She really only stayed in this little area. So I guess you can kind of think, oh, this is not going to be a very large area, and maybe you're right. Just if you think about that one little space, but the entirety of the map I think is much bigger, and I think that's what we're looking at as far as overall space in this game. So again, let me know what you think in the comments below. If we're onto something, if we're kind of close, if you think that's maybe 8,712 is too much, let me know in the comments, and we'll maybe we'll work together on figuring something out. But I think it's pretty close, and it's definitely something to kind of keep in the back of your mind as you're waiting for the game to get more information and for confirmation on something like this. That while it's not a rock solid prediction, it might be pretty close. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for coming by and hitting like and subscribing and all that stuff. Really appreciate it. I'll be back with more videos very shortly. I have a couple more video ideas in the works, and those will be coming out later this week. So thanks again, guys. I'll catch you on the flippity flip.